Well, I began the process when my oldest daughter was a freshman at Croslex High School, so 6 years ago, and I attended one of the Know How to Go programs that Croslex had brought up to the school district. With that, I took some information and decided to just kind of make the search my own program. And it was suggested through the Know How to Go to start out with very simple, get yourself a milk crate with some files and start from there. So that's what I did. I knew it was going to be a process, and so that's why I started early. I'm a single mom, had no money saved for college, as so many of us are in that situation. And so I kind of took it on as a second job, knowing that there was a lot out there and a lot available. I just needed to start early and start researching early. So that's pretty much what I did through that process. Throughout those 4 years of her going through high school, I kept track of everything that she was involved in, whether it was sports, extracurricular activities, anything she did outside of high school, awards that she was presented. And then on top of that, I kind of began searching the area locally for scholarships that were available. And then would just copy those things. If I'd see something on a website, something, maybe I was doing some online banking and saw that my credit union was offering a scholarship, I'd print that, throw it in a file. I'd get mailings from my life insurance company announcing scholarship recipients. So I thought, hey, that's kind of a cool thing. Maybe that's something she could apply for. I'd make a copy of that, throw it in a file. So her senior year, that fall, I revisited all of those things that I had made copies of to see if those things were still available. Those that were, we kind of proceeded with addressing that and applying for those scholarships. My other daughter, who's 2 years younger than her, that process then was all set up and very easy, and we pretty much followed the same procedure in regards to searching out those scholarships and applying for those. The Know How to Go program gave me a foundation of realizing that it's not that hard. Make it your own, start simple, and start early. It's so important to start when the kids are freshmen because that senior year creeps up so quickly and there's so much work to do at that point that it's so much easier to have all of that in place when they become seniors. So Know How to Go, gave me that the idea that it is possible, that anyone can do it, that those scholarships are not unobtainable, and there's a lot of local scholarships, and they encourage you to look outside the box and to apply for those things. So it gave me a really great foundation, and it encouraged me to start the process early and do it, because it's totally something that can be obtained by anybody. The advice I would give families starting early is to start early. It is so important, like I said, that to jump on board with that early on. That senior year creeps up so quickly and they're so busy with everything else that they have going on that the scholarships sometimes take a back burner because it seems overwhelming. But if you're starting out as a freshman and starting that process early, getting ideas of what is available locally, getting that list together of all the things that they're involved in, that resume that you put together for them as part of their scholarship process is such a no-brainer when you have all of that written down over those 4 years. So start early. It's so important. It's so important to jump on board with them. I looked at it as if it was any type of sporting activity or whatever my kids were involved in outside. It's probably the most important partnership you're going to have with your child when they reach that senior year. And it is a partnership, and that's another thing that's so important, that they have so much going on that senior year. My girls are both highly involved in a lot of outside activities, so the scholarship seems overwhelming, and it's something that it does take work, it does take initiative, and it is, yes, their job, but you also have to be a partner with them as you were all the way through high school, whether it was through music or through sporting activities. Partner with them on getting those scholarships finished. Also look outside the box. There are a lot of local scholarships available, and it is so important to apply for those. You have so much more of an opportunity to get those scholarships than you do something at a national level. And that resume. Keep track of everything they do, because by the time you get to their senior year, you cannot remember whether it's volunteer hours, it's things that they're involved in, awards that they got. It's so important to keep track of that and to stay on top of that. Encourage your children to stay locally. That was one of the biggest and best decisions we made as a family, to stay that first year locally at the community college here at SC4, because those local scholarships are so easy to get. SC4 also has a mass amount of scholarships available, and a couple local scholarships could possibly pay for your whole first year of college. So even if you could just encourage your children to stay locally that first year, it's so beneficial, and possibly have their first year of college paid for.